All of the team news is in from the press conferences, so I'm going to reveal my final team in this video. I'm also going to give you my advice on what to do if Haaland is benched. Building from the back, I'm starting Steele over Kepa again, not because he got a 15-pointer last game week, not because Chelsea's defence has been poor recently, it's because he's facing Everton at home. That's whilst Kepa faces Bournemouth away. The Toffees have scored the least amount of goals in the whole league this season. If you are looking to bring in a goalkeeper in the next couple of game weeks and you've not got a Brighton triple up, I'd definitely go for Steele. He'll probably score the most amount of points from now till the end of the season because he plays in every double game week. He's very likely to score the most points per million. However, if you do have a Brighton triple up and you're looking for another goalkeeper, I think De Gea and Kepa are fine. In defence, I had a benching headache, but I will explain my selections. I've gone for Chilwell against Bournemouth away, Trent against Brentford at home, and Shaw against West Ham away. On the bench, I've got Trippier against Arsenal at home, and his teammate Botman against Arsenal at home as well. Of course, I was always going to start Trent. He's probably the best defender to own this game week, actually. He's an out-of-position midfielder, except for him he gets 4 points for a clean sheet. Believe it or not, second in the pecking order in defence was Chilwell. That's because Chelsea's clean sheet odds are 5% higher than United. Shaw also doesn't offer as much attacking threat as Chilwell at the minute. Chilwell's playing in a full-back position, he's getting further up the pitch. That's while Shaw's playing in a centre-back role. I know Chelsea have been poor this season, but I think more of the problems lie in the attack. They're underperforming their expected goals massively, which means that they're not finishing the chances. In terms of defence, their expected goals conceded figure isn't too bad, so I'm not too concerned about the defence. And if you look at the options I've got available, let's face it, he probably is the second best. That leaves Shaw versus Trippier, which was a really close call. First of all, if you watch most of my videos, you'll know by now that I don't base any of my decisions on ownership. So in this case, I'm not benching Trippier because it's differential. It'd be the same on the other hand if I was starting him as well. It's not because I'd want to try and protect my rank. It's simply because I feel like that player will get more points. In this case, I'd say both defenders are neck and neck. I wouldn't blame you for starting either of them. For Trippier, he's got the home advantage. That's brilliant. But Arsenal's attack is really strong. As for Shaw, he has to travel away from home, but he does face West Ham, which are a much easier opponent. For me, I am a fixture man, so Shaw edges it on that front. Then it comes down to Trippier's additional attacking threat or United's additional chance of getting a clean sheet. As a defender, I prefer that slightly higher floor for the clean sheet. In attack, usually I would go for the higher ceiling. Whilst it was a close call between 3rd and 4th place, 5th place was easy. Newcastle have got the lowest clean sheet odds of 21%, and Botman doesn't have the attacking threat to compensate for that. As good as the Newcastle defence has been, to be fair, you can see why it's going to be a difficult fixture. Arsenal are ranked second best in the whole league for goals scored and expected goals. If you're going to bring in a defender and you've not got a Brighton triple up, I believe Estupiñán's your best option at just 4.9 mil. He's got 2 double game weeks left and he offers a lot of attacking threat. If you have got a Brighton triple up and you're looking to bring in a defender, it is going to be difficult for you because I wouldn't be bringing in Trent at 7.6 mil. That's because he's got no doubles left. I don't think he's going to be good value for money. Your best bet from now till the end of the season is Trippier, but he has got a poor fixture this game week. And if you've already got him, I would bring in another Newcastle defender, but I'd do that in game week 36. You might as well roll the free transfer because there's nothing to gain this game week. Moving on to midfield, I've got the United duo of Rashford and Bruno against West Ham away, Salah against Brentford at home, and the Brighton duo of March and McAllister against Everton at home. I am happy with my midfield. If someone came to me and said you could swap any of them out without using a free transfer, I don't know if I would, to be honest with you. The only change I would consider making is McAllister out for Matoma like for like because he's playing in a deeper role, but he has still got the penalty duties, so I might even end up keeping him anyway. Up front, I've got Isak against Arsenal at home, Haaland against Leeds at home, and Greenwood against City away. That's the most difficult fixture of the season. He's barely got any expected minutes. That's why he doesn't get a sniff. Isak's inconsistent minutes are quite irritating, but as you can see, when he does play on the pitch, he has got a higher ceiling. I've got to start him. There's no way I'm starting Trippier over him. Although it is the same fixture, the circumstances for Isak and Trippier are different. That's because Arsenal's defence is much worse than the attack at the minute. Isak's much more likely to exploit that. That's because Trippier offers barely any attacking threat compared to Isak. He just offers a lot of attacking threat compared to other defenders. Provisionally, Haaland gets the captain's armband this game week. He's against the worst defence in the league at home. Now the thing is, if we get leaked team news just before the deadline, what do we do? First of all, I would be moving the captain's armband off him. That'd be going straight on to Salah, who might even play 90 minutes. If we get the heads up that Mahrez is starting, he might be worth bringing in for you, and you could captain him because he's probably going to be on penalty duties. For me, I am happy with my midfield. I won't be using a free transfer of the very few free transfers we've got left. For you, if you've got a midfielder in your first team that you don't mind selling, it might be worth bringing him in. Obviously his minutes are risky going forward, but if you think he's going to start in double game week 37 in both fixtures, I think it's worth it. One thing I won't be doing is either selling Haaland or putting him on the bench. I'd rather have him for say like half an hour than Trippier for 90 minutes. Obviously with Salah it is different. He has got a much higher ceiling if he was to play 90 minutes. Obviously he's more likely to outscore Haaland if he plays a whole match whilst Haaland's only playing for half an hour. I know you can cherry pick examples of where Haaland's been explosive for a short period of time, but there are more occasions where he's not returned for more than half an hour. If you found this video informative, please consider hitting the like button, it really helps me out. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos.